Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Tuesday the 27th of August. These are the charts of the day. Well, the market's having problems, that's for sure, but there's still a lot of stocks that are popping, breaking out, and are tradable. Let's show you some charts of the day that I was impressed with today that have patterns we should be aware of. On the long side, ATVI with a long base going back to November may have popped out today with a breakaway gap. Now, it didn't close great, but it was still up 240 or almost 5% on 17 million shares, and the on-balance volume line hit a new multi-year high. So that could be portending a move that gets us up in the high 50s, maybe even mid-60s. That's what I'm looking for. Stay tuned. AU in the gold sector. You're going to see a lot of gold, silver stocks, etc. today with the market and these stocks going the way they are. However, AU, one of my favorites, which broke out here on the breakaway gap at the end of May around the 13 range, has now gotten up to 23.66 at the high today. And if you look at the overall pattern about where prior resistance might have been, this is an area of concern. If it breaks through here and extends the move, we probably could get it up to near 30. For now, though, keep an eye on the resistance here. We might pull back. We also are near the top of what I would say is an accelerated channel, a massive 1, 2, 3. If wave 4 ensues and the golds have calmed down for a few days or weeks, we might see this eventually get to 31 or 2 in that zone. But for now, careful. That goes for all the golds, and I'll get to some of them later. Let's go alphabetically. BITA, after a long downtrend, seeing it go from nearly 60 down to under 10. A base was built in the last few months, and today it popped 12.44% or $1.39 on more than 2 million shares. And that 2.1 million shares is the heaviest volume on an update since last December. So for me, this could be a significant breakout day, and we need to keep an eye on it. My target, if it does extend, is to test the gap just near 14. And then make a move up near 15 and a quarter and a half. CAL, nice day today. Also coming out of a downtrend, it appears it popped with a major breakaway gap and a move of 366 or 24% on more 5.6 million, which is really unheard of for that stock. Take a look at that. We've never seen that before. So maybe a significant breakout day, but watch resistance up around 20 and a half, 3/4, and then your target's 22, 20 and a half, 23. CDE, another gold stock on the move, but there is an overhead resistance and a massive overhead resistance that goes back more than a year, or about a year, I should say. That's going to come in around 5 3/4, just above where we are. Should we get through that, then I'm looking at something around 7. CDLX broke out of a consolidation range today, which is really acting well. If you look at this chart, despite the market pullback, this is making new 52-week highs. More than that, new all-time highs. And the angle of ascent is showing that this may not be done yet, and run up to about 40, maybe the short-term target. Really, really nice looking pattern in technicals. EIDX as well, same thing. Long riding channel. It's taking it from 9 to 45. Yet it doesn't look done, and it's flagging this zone. Today it popped 211 or 5% roughly. Volume was low. This is a thinly traded stock, but it might make it up towards 51 to 54. Fossil broke out yesterday. Today I wanted to show you the follow-through day. It was up another 4.5% on 1,000,007. But it needs to get above this zone, which is resistance. The target then is about 14.5. FSLY has had one of the better days of any stock in Wall Street, having gone up 9 days in a row in a lousy market from near 14 to near 30. That's more than doubled in the last 9 days, so it may be due for a pullback. You can see the recent breakout above resistance at 25.5. Any additional upside towards the low to mid 30s should be sellable, in my opinion, for a pullback. JNUG, another gold ETF, doing very well. Maybe going to challenge as early as tomorrow with the 104 area, which is the top reach early August, and there is going to be resistance in that area. So from the move from 72-ish, just a week and a half ago, 71 to 96, 25 points, maybe a little extended short term. We'll see. If gold continues, of course, this could be a $130 stock. Our favorite is KL. KL went to 50 today, first time in its history, closing at 49.99, up 231, or almost 5%. Looks like this is not done yet, and I would not be shocked to see the 58.60 range, which I talked about months ago, tested in the coming weeks, or days. That goes for Nugget as well. Nugget broke out today and is now ahead of the JNUG. See, the JNUG has not broken through the prior high, while the Nugget has done so today. Looking for a move to 50, 52 zone. And American Silver, yet another precious metal stock, one of the leading silver stocks in the world. After multiple legs up, looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, it went up 6 and 7. Depends on how you count it, but to me that's just long in the tooth looking at a weekly chart, you'll see multiple tops up here that is going to create resistance right in the zone, but should it get through that, it could challenge the 2016-17 double top around 21. PSTV with several, I mean half a dozen highs in this area near 16.5. Today's high at 1649 got right to that level and backed off. Now I don't know if it's going to break through, but there is a target up around 21 3/4, 22 that could be had if this thing blows through that 17 range tomorrow. Keep an eye on that for a day trade. USLV, the ETF for silver, doing great today, getting right up to the top of the channel if I draw this correctly. Sure looks like it right there. So, with multiple legs up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this may be due for a respite as well. But momentum could carry to as high as 112 to 114. Workhorse, one of our swing trades, is recovering wonderfully from the early August hit. It saw it drop back down to 270 or so. I think the low was 258 actually. It's now 458 today at the high, and so 2-point run up in the last 2.5 weeks. Very nice. Looks like it wants to challenge the multi-year high at 537 hit set at the end of July, and then move on to 6.25 and even as high as 9.5. And finally, wheat and precious metals, probably the leading silver purveyor out there, is now completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like there's resistance, both lateral and channel top resistance coming in shortly, around 30.5. Stay tuned, we'll see if that one breaks through and runs further. Here's your weekly. The high back in 2016 was as high as 31.09. That's the highest level reached in 6 years. Beyond that, we're looking at something in the high 30s, but that's going to take a real bull market in silver right now. Although, some would say we're already in that bull market. You take a look at this stock, which double bottomed around 15 at the end of last year. In literally 9 or 10 months, the stock has gone to near 30. So that's it for tonight. As I look at some gold, silver, some stocks that are hot right now, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.